Welcome to BCIS 5090. This is just a brief introductory video on the environment. Here we have the home page. So this is what you'll see when you enter into your BCIS 5090 course. A few things you won't see, like this course management control panel, that's for me, or this edit mode, that's also for me. But this is basically what you'll see as a student when you enter into the environment. Here we have a banner, and we're going to talk about my IT lab in a different video. I just wanted to briefly go over the environment. On the side over here to your left, we have the syllabus, announcements, learning modules, which is the meat of the course, assignments, assessments, also known as quizzes, the Ruby's Club group assignment, which I'm going to go over in another video. This is for your group project. You also have some various web links in here that'll be useful for you. Your grades, as you can see, I have no grades, so nothing is here. And any messages you would like to send. Now, if you create a message in here, we just click create message. If you create a message in here, I will get it. So you can either send me a message within the environment, or you can send it to melody.white@unt.edu directly. We're going to go back to the syllabus right quickly, just to take a quick look at it, because the syllabus is going to have some good information. Here's my name, Melody White. It's nice to meet you. Didn't introduce myself. Here's my email. And the class is meeting from August 28th to October the 18th. My telephone number and my email address. It's actually better to send me email than to try to call me, because oftentimes I'm not in my office. I also will chat with you by appointment, or from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Tuesdays, and I really try to have the Blackboard environment open, so if you need to chat, I'm available. Your textbook is Introduction to Information Systems Supporting and Transforming Business, 4th edition. And then you have a My IT Lab access key, which we'll talk about again in a different video. Here's what I would like to focus on right now. This is the point distribution. First of all, we have 8 weeks of discussion questions. Now, just briefly, discussion questions is how we create a classroom type environment, because we actually don't get to see each other. Then we have individual lab assignments, Microsoft Project, Microsoft Access, and Microsoft Excel. You have your individual assignments, your chapter quizzes, and then your final group project. And all of this is really what makes up your grades in BCIS 5090. The rest of the syllabus really gives you some general information about attendance and miscellaneous policies. One thing I do want to discuss is the students with disability. If you have any disabilities, please have the disability office send me a form so we can make any accommodations for you. And then at the bottom it says all assignments are located in Blackboard. Alright, there's no face-to-face interaction. So let's go back over here to Blackboard. Here's where I post announcements, and I try to post at least one announcement a week. And as you can see, I already have a few announcements in here for you to work on. Now, one thing that I want you to really pay attention to is your post. With the discussion threads, the class runs from Wednesday to Tuesday. Wednesday being day 1, Tuesday being the last day of the week. And the reason why it runs that way is because the course starts on Wednesday. This class is 8 weeks long. You're expected to post at least 3 different days to 2 different posts for a total of 6 minimum posts a week in order to receive full credit, or possibly receive full credit depending on your post. And the first post must be completed by Thursday. So your initial post, right here you see, your initial post must be made by Thursday of that week. Now, if we come over here to learning modules, this is the bulk of the class. You see there's this handy dandy start here. It's where you're going to find this video when I finish it. But here's again some more welcome messages, a Project 2010 trial software link, and the virtual lab. The virtual lab is pretty cool. We're going to open that up. This will allow you to access any of the applications in the College of Business lab from your computer. This comes in handy if you don't have the software like Microsoft Project and you don't want to get it. If you're a Mac user and you don't have the right software products for your classes. Or you can actually go to the physical lab. And the physical lab in the College of Business is located on the first floor. Okay. So we're going to go back to learning modules. And if you notice, there's a little breadcrumb up here. Again, we're going to talk about my IT lab later. Here we have Introduction to MIS quizzes. Now, after you finish your reading of your assignments in your book, you come over to the MIS quizzes and you take your quiz. This is an inter-chapter quiz. It's 10 questions long. You get 3 attempts to take it. And the system will record your highest score. And basically you read the chapter and then you take the quiz. So if we open the quiz here, you'll also see those instructions, and once you click begin, the quiz begins and you can take the quiz. Alright. We're going to go back up to learning modules again. As you can see, there are 8 modules. Each module corresponds to a certain date range. Right now we're in module 1. Now, in order to receive full credit, we're going to go ahead and click in there. You have to post in the week of the module. So we're in week 1. If you post in week 2 for this week, you will not get credit for that post because no one's in the classroom, so to speak. So here we have a welcome to BCIS, and then we have our discussion questions. You click on the discussion questions, which this says discussion question number 8, describe other potential impacts of IT on societies as a whole. You click on launch and then create thread in order to create the thread to answer the question. And then you have to answer at least 2 of your classmates. Now, saying posts like I agree or that's great doesn't really count. If you agree, say why you agree or why you disagree. We're trying to create a conversation. Alright, we're going back. As you can see, this discussion board it has all the questions together, so it really helps if you stick to the learning modules so you'll know what discussion questions are happening for that week. We're going to go back to module 1. Normally there are 2 discussion questions. See 1 and 2. And then here we have questions. Now I try to read all the posts, but I may miss some, so I always go to the questions form first just to make sure that I don't miss your questions, because there's about 25 students or so in class, and they're just one of me, so you can imagine at 3 posts per student, 6 posts per week minimum, how I may miss something. So this makes sure I don't miss it. Here's the introductory thread. This is where I would like for you to introduce yourself. Just say a little bit about yourself. My name is Melody White, or Dr. Melody White, and I'm taking BCIS 5090 because I am the professor. Here is where you can post a video, you can map quest where you're located, and say something interesting and spectacular about yourself. So this is your introductory thread, just so we can get to know each other. These software exercises we're going to talk about more in a different video, as same with the Ruby's Club. But each module also has the student companion site for the book. This contains, here's the picture of your book. These are different resources you can browse by chapter. Mini lectures, interactive case for Ruby's Club, student lecture notes. And here's the PowerPoint. See, that pops up there. If you want to look at the PowerPoint, gives you an overview of the class. And that's basically how all the modules are going to run. So if we click on learning modules again, I'm just going to pick module 2, and you can see that it has some of the same information in it as far as the PowerPoint lecture slides and the discussion questions. So that was just briefly the environment for BCIS 5090. If you have any questions, you can post them. And I thank you so much. Good luck, and I'm very excited to have you all in class. Bye-bye.